back everyone to another Coach Blaker video. Today, we're going to be learning how to dodge skill shots. If you guys haven't seen the video on how to aim skill shots, go ahead and check that out. I'm playing Vex, but there's no particular reason. I just think she's cute and I decided to use her. Look, she's cute. If you guys are interested in coaching, of course, CoachBlaker.com is where you want to go. I offer 3 services. One is a VOD review. If there's a game where you feel like you just don't know why you lost, if you feel like you couldn't get a lead and don't know why, that's for you. There's a live coaching where you play a game, share your screen with me, and I try to understand your thought processes, as well as give you advice while you play to better help improve your game knowledge and your decision making. And the last one that we have is a full-blown coaching session. This is a personally tailored lesson plan for you. Every single time we meet, there's a new lesson, there's a new concept. You'll be able to physically see your improvement every single time that we meet. Without further ado though, let's get started. Alright, so how to dodge skill shots. Now, I've never actually used bots before to do this, but I will say if you play intermediate bots, if you just want to play it for fun or whatever, they're very good at landing skill shots. So it's a very good way to get yourself acquainted with it. Now, one thing that you want to do when you want to learn to dodge skill shots, and I'm sorry, but you guys are going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to learn the range of the abilities. Now, some abilities look the same, some abilities don't look the same, but you're gonna have to learn the range. You don't have to know the exact dimensions, right? You don't need to know everything, but what you do need to know is that Vex's skill shot is fat when it's early and it's skinny when it's late. So it looks deceptive, but if you actually knew that's how it was, gonna come out, you'd be able to better understand how to dodge it. Same thing with this one. It's different. Right? So once you understand what the ability is supposed to look like, once you get that down, I would recommend going to a practice tool, watching a video, whatever you want to do to get down with it. I recommend doing that first. Then what you want to do is you want to learn how to actually stand. So again, like we talked about in the aiming video, there are certain spots in League of Legends where it's very, very easy to land a skill shot, and where you stand is going to get you hit. So as an example, everybody knows about this one. You stand right here, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get smacked. It's very, very hard to dodge. You don't have any wiggle room. You're just gonna get hit. It doesn't really matter. But there's other ways that you can get hit too. So something like right there, like here, as you see, it's a wall here. So you can't go up, you can only go down, which lets me know you have 2 choices. Whereas if you were standing around a champ, you have a lot of choices. You can go this way, you can go this way, you can go this way, you can go this way. Like you have more places to dodge. So the rule of thumb is give yourself room to dodge, okay? Doesn't matter where it is on the map, but give yourself more room to dodge. All right, so now that we understand what the skill shots look like, let's see if we can try to dodge a couple of hers. All right, we're gonna see what Lux does, because I don't know. If Lux does what I think she's gonna do, this is a perfect way to practice. But if not, then, it is what it is. Let's see where she goes. Did she go back? Okay, this is good. See? And the other ability is going to be like the little bubble, kind of like mine. You see what I mean? Okay, so now that we know that's how those abilities, we're going to just give us more HP. So now that we know that those abilities come out like that, we can try to predict. So if you're already moving like this, it's hard for them to hit, right? Because they're trying to figure out where you're trying to go. It's a bot, so it's coded a little bit differently. But as you can see, it is kind of hard to hit you. Now, I've noticed a lot of players tend to do this and try to outrun the skill shot. You can't. You're gonna have to zigzag. You don't have to do crazy things like this, like I do, or a lot of players tend to do. You could do things like this. It's something simple. 1 click, 2 click, 1 click, 2 click, 1 click, 2 click. You see, it's kind of the same thing. It's just simpler. The only thing about that is you have less control, right? When I do this, I have more control over exactly where I'm moving and how I'm stepping. When you're doing something like, she got me. When you do something like this, you don't really have as much control over like your next turn. So it's something to think about too. But yeah, it's really just all coming down to, the size of the skill shot, where you think they're gonna throw it, how you're moving, how you're standing. A really good tip is to just kind of get inside their head, right? Let's just say Lux is chasing me, right? She missed. Let's say she's chasing me, and we do this. If I know that by time I get to here, she's gonna try to throw it diagonal to catch me under the tower, I could do something like this, That's not mechanics, that's just mind games. That's not reacting to the skill shot, that's just knowing exactly where you're gonna throw it and moving my body accordingly. Another one is like thinking about where they think you're gonna be. That's a big one, that's a big one. So we have the first one. Juking it because you're just really good. The second one, juking it because you're figuring out where they're gonna throw it and you're moving according, okay? The third one is going to be you're thinking about where they think you might be. So it's not about where they're throwing it. This is different. This is about where you think they think you're gonna go or where you're gonna be. Check it out. So let's just say Lux is the type of player to harass and stuff like that, right? As an example, the way Lux's bubble appears, if you are running from Lux and you knew she was gonna throw her E, you can run to her, right? And she misses a whole ability because of it. Something to think about. Same thing with Vex. If I was running like that and I knew she was chasing me, right? If I threw it and she just kept running towards me because she thought that I was gonna run backwards, I dodge it. So that's another little mind game thing. But all of these can only be done once you learn exactly what these skill shots look like, okay? So that's kind of the surface level of it. So let me recap one more time. I just wanted this to be a really short video because I know you guys are smart and you guys got this. So the first thing that we have is the jukes because you're just really good, right? You see it pop out, you know exactly to dodge. There's a lot of skill shots that might be slow and you can just easily do that. A Yasuo Q is one of them, right? You kind of just doing like this, and when it comes out, you move. That's the reaction type of skill shot dodging. The other skill shot dodging is where, like moving in a way that they think you're gonna go, like following the pattern, and then when they get ready to fire it, you're already moving out the way. So as I said again, if I'm walking like this and I'm trying to get away, and they know exactly that I'm gonna go this way, just whoop, and they miss, right? Really, really cool little tactic I don't see a lot of players use, honestly. A lot of players try to dodge off reaction. And then the last one is to literally catch them off guard, right? You behave in one way, and then you kind of turn on them. So as an example, as I said, again with that Lux, is when she tosses that E, if she thinks I'm getting ready to run, but I know I can kill her, I'm gonna go like that and then go right back into her because she's gonna throw it past me. That way it allows for me to basically eliminate one of her spells and we can fight, and I'd be having the upper hand because I have 3 spells and she only has 2. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. So that's pretty much it. Those are the 3 ways you can dodge skill shots. I hope this helped you. You can go ahead and try a game called LOL Dodge. It's called LOL Dodge. LOL Dodge game. I'll put it in the link description below. But you can go ahead and try that game, and it's really good at getting you used to being able to dodge at point. So, you know, it's not really gonna help in the sense of like the mind game aspect, but it will give you help in the sense of being able to juke it by reactions, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. Do appreciate it. Again, if you guys are interested in coaching, CoachWicked.com is where you want to go. I have replay review where we go over a game together. As I said, it could be a game that you don't really know how you could have done better. You don't really know why you lost. You were so fed and you lost anyway. You have the live game. You share your screen while you play. I get to understand your thought process and give you advice to help better improve your gameplay and your decision making. And then we have the actual coaching session, which is more structured, more lesson oriented. With each time that we visit, you see improvement. In your games, you see improvement. And following that, if you are a ranked player, you will start seeing improvement in your rank. So I definitely recommend you guys check out my site, CoachWicked.com. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, you'll always say, thank you for what? Approaching this like a coach.